one thing that goes kind of off of that, just because it'll be a small point, is just that if we if we decided to stop sharing, that part was like kind of a part of all this stuff.
When I read that, and I really wanted to know what you meant by that.
Okay. So yeah, I was thinking, and I was just like, because there's so much going on. So this kind of ties into like the things I have at the later on, the things I don't care for. But the so given the 14% thing that you just said, and how much we move the needle, and how you see from the times right now that from the protests, they started giving us everything that we did not ask for. They changing Aunt Jemima. They doing Uncle Ben's then had it then turn over a leaf.
Fuck about
There
that.
was never a time where I complained about at the beginning of Call of Duty saying Black Lives Matter.
Bro. You feel me? You can't go on a website without there being a tag at the top. Bro, like it fucking Cleveland voice stepped down, said that black people need to have these roles.
Yeah.
What's even funnier though? What's even funnier is that when you go when black people go, bro, we don't want none of this shit. They're like, well, what the fuck do you want? Not that. That does nothing for me. Nothing.
You obviously weren't listening.
You taking a black man off the box of rice. It's not changed.
Nothing.
But that's what I'm saying though, because like you got to think about for this movement, the only thing about sharing yourselves with others is that you have to deal with the time frame of them getting it, and they don't have to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have to come over to your side and understand it. And giving you being on top for so long, chances are you're only trying to glaze over the whole thing in the first place. So you're only going to be giving around stuff that don't really matter to the movement anyway.
Yeah.
In order for you to shut the fuck up and keep it moving. Yeah. So I was thinking, what if we just stopped sharing? Like, what if we took our ball and went in, hooped in our location, or just went in, did our own game, and wasn't even tripping at all. And every time there was a mic that was put in our face that had something to do with ourselves, I ain't got nothing for you. There ain't no media coverage for shit I got to say. But things are still going on because we're communicating with each other. But we ain't passing along nothing. There's nothing. You want me to give you my ideas so that you can figure out how to flip them? Nah, my nigga, we do our own narratives. Yeah. And our own narratives will never make it to you. Yeah. You have to get it by telephone. That means y'all would have to know a black person that's a part of this in order to get understanding of it. I was like, man, like that would be the winning move, because it's gonna be tough trying to get people who have lived a certain way their entire lives, has been passed down living this way their entire lives, to all of a sudden get it without having to experience it.
Yeah.
Huh? You can, bro. There's gonna continue to be Karens. Like, just because you start calling her Karen and her name is Alice doesn't mean that she's gonna stop being Karen. Like, it's gonna be another Karen. Like, bro, that doesn't do anything besides get that person. Cool. Bet. Appreciate that. That saved that situation. It's gonna happen again.
And again.
And again. And over and over again. Yeah. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our culture, ourselves to ourselves.
Facts.
How about that? And then see if we have a bargaining chip eventually. But it ain't gonna be no time soon. They gonna be lost in the middle of boredom, trying to figure it out. And then we may have a conversation. But by then we might have learned so much from ourselves that y'all had your opportunity. Y'all had all these years to figure it out on your own. You don't got that. You don't got that luxury no more. Now, that's a widespread idea. It's hard as fuck to do as a total. But we can do that shit amongst We could pass that shit around
Yeah.
and see how far we get. I don't know, man. I just think that, bro. This is it. That's the only way that we could do it because, like I said, I know them.
Well, what you got me thinking about now is like let's pivot back to celebrities.
Okay.
And the ones who don't overshare.
Completely. Has all the power in the world.
We don't. I'm still pretty riled up about people attacking Dot, and Bruh's manifesto couldn't be any more clear. He won a Pulitzer for fuck's sake. Like somebody heard what he was saying. Hove and B are constantly attacked for what they may or may not say, but it's a lot of action. So I'm like, what do you want for real? Ye just popped up out of nowhere and is doing insane shit.
He figured it out.
How long until everybody has to backpedal and go, oh, he was after resources for empowerment and not the fluff that black people have continuously been fed. It's like, no, I see the play, I'm gonna do the play, and I'm gonna offend a lot of people in the process, but ultimately the resources I'll be able to provide will be the key vessel for our liberation for real. Point me to the money.
Completely.
No fluff. Stop with the fluff. And a lot of the fluff is only to be able to be sustained because of what you're talking about, G, us oversharing and everybody being in our business. Keep your place to yourself, man. It's one thing to have prophecy. Like go ahead and like, you know, put affirmations and shit, like, yeah. But you can a lot of those mantras and affirmations, and you can keep that shit to yourself, and then speak it into existence, especially if it's an art perspective. But again, I challenge anyone, and this is trivial in the grand scheme of things what you're talking about, but I genuinely don't believe so. But if you think about Ye, this is right in alignment with what his prophecy, what he's been singing about from day one.
Completely.
I don't know what people were hearing when they were hearing Jesus Walks, but I listen to
Early.
Jesus Walks,
Early.
and I can envision fucking Wyoming, bruh. Going to where the tax breaks is stupid. He saw what Jeff Bezos and them got on their tax breaks and was like, oh, this is how you do it. Let me go find out how to do that and where to do it at. Wyoming offers this. All right, bet. And while niggas is sitting around laughing and making jokes and being offended, and he turned his back on us, and nah, bruh. It's a way bigger play here for your liberation. Nigga can't share everything, can't talk about everything. Don't have time to explain it to you sensitive motherfuckers either.
Simple.
Hey, if you're late to the party, there has been a war on black people since we got to this motherfucker, and they haven't been able to kill us. So it's only gonna get turned up. So we have to arm ourselves with information, with resources, with weapons. Come on, man. With ownership in general. That nigga owns his name. Nike let him walk. The same shit niggas tried to get Michael Jordan to do. Hey, take your name and go. MJ was scared. Bron, take your name and go. Bron's like, I see what y'all saying. I'm going to play it like this. All right. Ye, like, hey, look here. Y'all gonna do the partnership shit? And that, like, and I hope Ye and Bron have rapped about it. Like, Bron got his lifetime deal because they let Ye walk. They couldn't let that shit happen again. And I know niggas are gonna keep saying like, "Yo, stop fixating on celebrity." Okay, this is a new level. This is a new level of kid we're talking about. How Brian, Ye, and Hove have issued in a whole new generation of entrepreneurs. It won't be another ESPN 30 for 30 broke. Ain't gonna be no more of those. Ain't nobody letting 50 million be touched at one time and not have nothing to show for it. That is never happening again on our watch, Brian said. Hove said, I'm going to create Rock Nation and infrastructure and show you how to leverage your business and expand your fucking portfolio. It was playing a different game here, people. This is different. that to that Ye shit, that Gap Yeezy shit.
Yeah, 10-year.
Bruh been rapping about working at the Gap since fucking College Dropout, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and do a partnership. Everybody marveled over that Joe Rogan Spotify licensing shit. Ye went and did it in fashion and made them niggas come off a bag and their distro. For his clothes, their distro and their fashion warehouses for the fashion, bro. G. And we still not gonna call him a genius. Y'all still don't want to call him. Your feelings still hurt.
Increase that shit like 40 something percent.
Oh, Gap been quiet.